This is it, guys, a reveal location out here for the GTD event. This whole event, I can't wait to see them kicking off.
This is the first time that I think an American car company has really set up a whole racing pyramid from grassroots all the way to the top of global road racing, where we're going to go to Le Mans and beat the best. A track day car, SCCA, GT4, GT3, and racing around the globe, including drifting, everything. And that's what I'm excited about, is that we're finally really making Mustang what it always could have been. I mean, it's something, at least 800 horsepower. You know we're gonna go way past that. And I asked the team, we had a review in the design studio, and I said, Larry, is there anything on this car and the team that you think we'll regret not doing? And he said the DRS.
And that was because you can get the downforce just with the static aero package that we potentially wanted, but what you lose there is you gain it. There's just a load of drag comes along. Here you've got basically two cars aerodynamically. As
Americans or fans of American brand, we can be unapologetic at taking on Aston Martin and Porsche, and it's not a bravado thing. It's like, why shouldn't we do that? We're in the car business.
We have to.
We have to, right? Thank you all for coming. We're so appreciative of all of you. I know you're all interested in what we're doing, and we're not going to stop. This is just the beginning.
Check it out, guys. The brand new Ford Mustang GTD is here in Detroit. Now it is on a rolling, spinning stand right now in front of us. Really cool hearing more information about this vehicle from Larry from Multimatic, because I didn't realize the active aero is fully balanced from the front and the back of the vehicle. But stay tuned for more on our application. Hopefully I find out more very shortly about that, because as you guys know here on the channel, the number one thing we do is I go to the track. So testing this thing out to its limits with these, it's got 21-inch brakes, which I've never seen that before on a production car, especially a Mustang. It should be pretty next level, and I can't wait to find out more regarding this application process that we're going to be doing for the vehicle. But as you guys know, 800 horsepower with DRS technology, a transaxle of 50-50 weight balance. Even with the spoiler in the aggressive downforce setting, it's still maintaining that 50-50 balance with the front end downforce and the rear. I even found out that the front fenders, where the exit vents are, it's relieving 120 pounds of lift, which, as you guys know, you do not want that on the front end, because it'll lower the high-speed cornering potential that you can have. So having those front exit vents will lower that lift, making sure the front contact patch is staying much more firmly on the ground. I think having 345s out back and 325s up front is going to be a contact patch that is going to be unheard of. But look at the crowd around us right now. Everyone is excited because this is Mustang stepping into a whole new era of cars, well, a whole new realm of supercars from Porsche, Aston Martin, even the exotic brands, right? I bet this is going to run pretty well against the Lamborghinis, even the Ferraris on track. So that's my number one goal, depending on when we will get one, is to sort of run it against those vehicles to find out if it's worth the $300,000. I also think that there's no engine in it right now. It's why the vents are just showing like a plastic cover underneath. This has got an electric motor right now. That's so they're getting it towards each event. So later when they move it, it's going to be in quiet mode. So no, it's not a hybrid by any chance, but they just have the electric motor and for the show car right in front of us compared to the racing ones that you have, testing right now. But as you guys know, full Multimatic suspension. This one is derived based off the Ford GT Mark IV race car, so even a step above that of the Ford GT supercar that came out in 2017. It just entered production, so this is going to be, I think, replacing that assembly line. Fully hand-built by the Multimatic team. The body in white chassis is still coming from Dearborn. They're sending that to the Multimatic team to install all the titanium exhaust works, even the carbon fiber panels, all the way to the trunk where you have the heat exchangers for the transaxle right there underneath the spoiler. And they said that this downforce amount is going to be up there with race cars, so I'm curious to find out if they ever do announce that downforce figure. You can see those intakes right underneath the rear spoiler. That is actually for the transaxle system. The air is going through those intakes, down to the radiator, through to the transaxle out back. That's maintaining the 50-50 weight balance. The first Mustang with a transaxle. And then it's got the carbon fiber drive shaft going from the front to the back to distribute all that power. The new Mustang GTD down there is all about taking the racing technology from the GT4, even the Mustang GTD, and not having any of the homologations. Looking at the GT3 car, it's very similar with the front fascia design, the extended lower front splitter, having the massive exit vents on the hood, and having the huge front vents right here. So seeing that street car compared to this, literally they're putting the racing technology onto the street car. Obviously the spoiler is not as high up, but they're able to use a DRS or active aero to maximize downforce and then lower drag for straightaways. I think for being a track guy like myself, we've tracked for so many miles with every Mustang out there. We've battled these Mustangs against every Porsche, AMGs, you name it. This is the Mustang I've been dreaming of. I really wanted to get more involved with the supercars. I ended up getting a mid-engine vehicle, the McLaren, even the Z06s over time. This is the Mustang I have always wanted. A supercar Mustang meant to compete with the greatest performance cars in the world. Being a track guy, I know it's a niche scene, but I live at the track. What they've done with this speaks to me very much. I guess what they don't have transferred over though are the side exit pipes. That's a good touch. But even the wheels, look, it looks just like the Mustang GTD. The GTD has magnesium wheels, of course, with much larger carbon ceramic brakes up front, 21 inches. Guys, stay tuned because I'm trying to get one of these vehicles, and we're gonna find out if we are going to get the allocation. I can't wait. You guys know, after all these years of racing these Mustangs, this is ours. See, this is what the channel is all about, you know? We've been working with a lot of brands lately to show off their new cars for the track, and going back to my Mustang roots, this is going to be exciting. So I'll keep you guys posted throughout what we find out next. And then if we do get it, Coda, Laguna, Seca, all those tracks on the agenda being hauled by the Ford Raptor R. So I guess we're gonna find out. I'm anxious too, so whenever I get the call or the ring or whatever it's gonna be, I am looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be like the Ford GT with the concierge program of it being a bespoke experience. Individuals will be assigned to your allocation or your case number, and they'll take you throughout the ordering process. Being a hand-built Mustang, you're getting that bespoke craftsmanship that you've always dreamt of in the Mustang platform. When you look at like a Ferrari, for example, even the new Ford GT, it almost looks like a sculpture. It's fully hand-built by the Multimatic team, Multimatic/Ford team. Now we have that level of performance and engineering on a Mustang. The latest generation Multimatic shocks, active aero, 800 horsepower. Wow. Well, I guess we're gonna see how it stacks up, and let's put down some lap times. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Stay tuned for much more great content coming out your way. While you do that, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see all of you in the next episode. This is gonna wrap up my time here in Detroit with the Ford team.